What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. It's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish. And today I'm going to be talking about the Saty ATR, which is an ATR or an indicator that I like to use. Now, what is an ATR? An ATR is the average true range, and it's a technical analysis indicator that measures price volatility of an asset over a specific period of time. So there's two main settings that I use on the Saty ATR. I use the swing, which measures the volatility of an asset over a month. And then I use the day setting, which measures the price volatility over just a day. So for intraday trading. So it's often used to track securities price movements, and it can help investors to determine when to enter or exit trades. So Saty, S-A-T-Y. So Saty is actually a trader himself, and he's very, very good. He codes a lot of these indicators, and the Saty ATR is one that I really, really like to use because not only is it good in conjunction with my trading style, but it gives you pretty much a good understanding of how far a stock should move, will move, and when to go long and when to go short. So I'm going to share my screen on AMD here, and then we're going to get right into it. So this is AMD. I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame. So I'm mostly day trade, so I'm just going to show you exactly how I use it for my day trades. So I'm going to start on this day. So this is June 7th, Friday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to indicator, and I'm going to type in Saty ATR. So I type it in, and now it brings me up the ATRs. Okay, the first thing I like to do, I like to go to the settings. I like to take this stuff out of the way, but basically this is telling you that if you get above the blue line, then it's a call trigger, so it's a trigger to go long. If you get below the yellow line, then it's a put trigger, a trigger to go short. And then it tells you like the day's range. The average range is $3.59. So that is that. What I like to do, I'm going to go to settings. And like I said, I'm on the day setting because I'm day trading. You could switch this to the swing setting if you're looking at a larger time frame, like the daily time frame, 2-hour time frame, weekly time frame, because it's going to show you for the period of the month how volatile it is. But the first thing I do, I go to show info label, and I take that off because I don't like that big information label on my screen. So that's the only thing that I change on this. I don't change anything else. I leave it on the day setting because I'm going to be day trading. And yeah, so again, we have a blue line, which is a call trigger. If we get above that, then typically it's a sign to go long. And then you have the yellow line, which is the put trigger. If you get below it, then it's a trigger to go short. Now this middle line, the gray line, is the close of the previous session. So in this case, the previous session was a day. So it was yesterday. So yesterday closed right at this gray line, and that's where this new day starts for its ATR. Now I use these levels because these levels are significant. So this ATR actually incorporates the Fibonacci sequence in it, which is why it's very accurate. So a lot of the times when I'm trading, I'll be watching these, so they act as levels like resistance, support, and then also long and short levels. So on this day, 6/6 Thursday, we ended up opening right around the close of the previous day. We went down to test this sell trigger, and we held. So to me on this day, it was like, okay, well, this looks like it's support. So whenever we bounce off of one of these ATRs, I see that we tend to like to go try the other direction. So this was a good call trigger, and I ended up going long. But you can't use the ATR by itself. You have to use this in conjunction with price action, or however you like to trade. So how I like to trade is I like to wait for crossovers. So this crossover of the MAs and moving to the upside, and then just pretty much ride that to the upside. So if you're looking at price action, you see we consolidated, we made a push to the upside. Even here, we took out the open from the day, and then you could ride that long. I'm going to try to find another pretty good example here. So here we open up. This is from Wednesday, 6/5/2024. We open up in the call zone, so above the blue line, which is the call trigger. So you would have to be call biased in this situation. So all these ATRs do is it gives you an example of how far the stock can move. And if you could see this, this gray line, so this is the call zone. this is the 50% move that the stock will make, and this is the 100% move, so the maximum that the stock will move. And as you can see, we're in the call zone. We move to the upside, and we hit exactly that 100% mark, which is insane, which is the maximum that this stock should move based on previous calculations. And since the market is largely run by algorithms, these numbers hit pretty well. And in this example, we open up again at the close, but then we get into the sell zone and we end up selling off, as you can see here. So these levels work really well. This is just a brief overview, like I said, of the Saty ATR. And when we're talking about these gray lines, again, this is the 50% move that it should make to the downside, the 100% it should make to the downside. Yellow is the put trigger. This middle gray line is the close of previous session, and then the blue line is the call zone. Okay, and like I said, if we go to a larger time frame, let's go to the daily time frame real quick, and we're going to move over to here. So right now these are on the daily setting. I'm going to change it to the swing setting because they're only calculating a day. But when I go over here, I'm going to go to the swing setting. So now it's giving me the calculation of the move that the stock should be making for the month. So for the month, AMD, it looks like it rejected. It bounced off of the sell zone, so it looks like it's going to make a move up to the call zone. Okay, and as you can see here, when we got into that sell zone in April, we sold off, and then in May, we ended up getting above this sell zone. We held on, and then we ripped to the upside to go try to test the call zone. So that's how I use the ATRs. Just kind of have the average true range of the stock. It gives me more info, but you have to use it in conjunction with how you already trade. You can't just use it by itself. A lot of these indicators are just additional evidence for getting into trades. So that's what you need to be using it as, and that's how I use it. Now, if you want to get a detailed understanding of how to use that Saty ATR, check out Saty Mahajan. Check out his YouTube video because he's the one who coded it, and he has a YouTube video. He's a trader, and he does a great job of explaining into detail how to use it, and that's just how I use it in conjunction with my trading. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a good one. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.